So on this podcast, what we're going to do, obviously, is the American-themed podcast. We're going to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. You're not dressed very fancy, though. Festive,
No, I
though.
left my jorts at home. Yeah,
I'm proud of myself.
that's good.
I went and bought a shirt
Yes,
that was the wrong size, so I can't actually button it up.
it's okay.
but it works.
It's festive for
It's
July.
festive. It works. I actually like it too. It's nice material. It's smooth. What is the brand of this?
I don't know. Where is it made?
It's made in America.
That's
I
good.
think. Grunt Style. That's what it was.
Okay.
That's the brand.
All right. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for Grunt Style. I'm also wearing their T-shirt here that has the. I think it's. Yeah, that's the Declaration of Independence, or the words, some of the words from the Declaration of Independence on it, and it also has a 1776 pretty large on the back side of it, which is pretty nice because it's 250 years of freedom founding.
Yep.
What does that mean to you? Does it mean anything?
Freedom?
I don't know.
I don't know. I like freedom.
Are you doing anything this weekend to celebrate the 250
Fireworks
years?
and hot dogs.
As always.
Yeah, bigger this year slightly because
Slightly
kids
bigger?
are a little bit older. They can handle it, and then it's also 250. So usually it's just like buy some artillery shells and pop those off where you can. This year we'll get one of those like pre-made kits, right? It's got a
We're
little bit
gonna
more
go
variety.
to like a party,
Mhm.
but like a big party. Like I don't do a
Like
lot
a
of
community
parties.
party.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of parties, right? So, but they're gonna have this like this big community party, and apparently I'm going to it.
And you're excited.
I'm excited because I think it's gonna be neat.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It'd be good. Fireworks show.
Fireworks show,
Good,
big
good.
fireworks show.
Yeah.
Apparently the whole this whole group of people at this party are like pulling a bunch of money together to go
Oh, that's
get
sweet.
like a ton of
Crowdfunded fireworks. Are
yeah,
good. That's
a
what you
ton
want.
of fireworks.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna be like a huge, probably stupid amount of fireworks,
Uh-huh.
which will be awesome. I'm down for that.
See, ours is put on by the fire department, which is good because they fund it, but also it's the fire department, so they're not going to do anything insane.
Insane.
Because if they start a fire, they have to put it out. So
Nah,
it's kinda
this is
like
definitely gonna be one of those
Yeah,
hold my
that's-
beer
That's good.
moments.
Yeah, that's what you want.
and then
yeah.
just watch stuff happen.
Nice.
I will not light the fireworks. So I'm gonna be
What's
this.
the fun in that, man? You got all this freedom, and you're not going to take advantage.
I'm
of
the
it.
guy that says hold my beer. I'm
hold
the
it?
guy that holds the beer and then just slowly like steps like another like 10 steps back and then just watches what happens. That's
It's an important part
Yeah.
of the equation.
most of the time. That's the guy I am. Especially around fireworks. I don't want to get my hand blown off or something like that.
Just got to practice.
I've never seen that happen, but it could. Could.
Yeah.
So I do have some questions here for you.
Uh-huh.
American themed questions. And I'm going to put you right on the spot for this podcast because I think they're great questions and we should all know these answers. Some of them I feel like are like too easy.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Good trap questions, though. Catch the spies.
Yeah, so I'm going to make them a little more difficult.
Yeah, I was worried about this.
on some of them.
Yeah.
see what you know, I guess. And then we got Danielle over there that's going to fact check us because I don't even know the answer to some of these questions. So
Right. So I'm going to point to her when I think you're making something up.
yeah, you can definitely do
for
that.
sure.
The first one is super easy. Everybody should know this
Mm-hmm.
because it's literally been, especially this year, 250. It's been broadcasted out like 1,000 times. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Well, yeah, it's on your shirt, too. So it gave me the answer there. You're also counting on people being able to do quick math, which is a hard skill to come by these days.
Is that though?
I think so, yeah. Doing a tip at a restaurant, pull out your phone.
I have to calculate my tips.
I usually do, too. 'Cause I just don't want to mess it up and then shortchange the waiter. But anyway, 1776 is the answer to your question.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I believe earlier
You're starting
you said
off strong.
Anybody who didn't answer that correctly would be fired. So it's good to know that I have a job tomorrow.
Yeah. You're starting off strong.
Uh-huh.
Who wrote the majority of the Declaration of Independence? I don't like the way that that's worded, but okay.
It's Jefferson. Now I'm curious to see what's on your page there on your answer key.
No, I can't say that because it's totally wrong. My answer key says Thomas Edison,
Right.
but that is not accurate
No, I don't even think he was a part-time contributor to that document.
at all. No, Jefferson would be right. I would say though, who's the next one? Because Jefferson basically wrote the first draft, but who is the one that actually kind of put it together and sent it?
I don't know the answer for sure, but I would guess Hamilton, just because he was a big writer back then and very involved in the movement.
I believe, and we're gonna fact check this right now. I believe there were 5 total. Is that right, Danielle? There were 5 total writers of it, and the 2 biggest ones was Jefferson, but then John Adams.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was the second biggest one.
That makes sense.
Thomas Jefferson was one, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and then Robert R. Livingston.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, Hamilton wasn't involved in the Declaration of Independence at all.
No,
Yeah.
no, wrong.
Okay. And then Hancock, who didn't write any of it, comes in and he's like, "Let me just put my name
I'm gonna put my name
real
on
big."
Bam,
Yeah.
and then everybody knows his name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Adams did basically the final draft, right?
Yeah, essentially it says they reviewed, edited, and helped shape the final document before it was approved.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So there you go. Who was Dude, these are kind of silly questions now. Who was the first president of the United States?
It's George Washington. I'm not really sure why that was asked, but yeah.
Did some people not know that?
I don't know. I'm trying to catch the spies.
Trying to catch the spies?
Yeah.
Yeah. George Washington was a pretty badass guy though.
He was.
I mean, if you
If
you listen and like believe all of the stories about him, he was pretty badass. And they got a movie that's coming out in the next couple of weeks about young Washington. I don't know who's making this movie, and I'm not trying to plug it because I haven't seen it, but I'm very interested to see it. Because he got he had like a nickname, like the Unkillable Man, and that was given to him by, I believe it was an Indian chief. Do you know this story?
Not this specific story. The British were scared out of their minds of him.
Were they?
Yeah, he was a BA, man.
Okay. There's a story, and I'm gonna butcher it, so Danielle can fact check this. There's a story when he was young. He was one of the guys that carried messages back and forth between like the command and the actual on-site military like action to people in battle, right? And I forget what they call it, but he was the horseback guy that would carry those messages back and forth. And there's a story that goes, and he talks about it in some of his letters, that I think there was quite a number of them that actually got shot and killed because, I mean, they were
just in the middle of it.
Well, they're in the middle of it. They're not necessarily fighting, and they're the ones carrying like the strategy, right?
Commands and information.
And so they were, to the opposing forces, they were like sought after, like, hey, kill that dude, right? And he was one of the only ones that survived in this particular war at the beginning. And when he was younger, I think he was early 20s. Anyway, the story goes that he had four or five bullet holes through his jacket. He had like 2 or 3 horses shot out from under him. He had bullet fragments like in his hair, but no injuries at all. And so years later, when this I believe it was an Indian chief was like on his deathbed, right? He requested to meet the unkillable man, and it was Washington. That's who he was requesting to meet. And so then Washington actually is an older man, went and met him and talked to him. As the story goes, Washington showed up and was like, why do you want to talk to me? Like, he didn't know what it was about. And the chief said, I was on the front line and I am a good marksman and I know I shot you at least 3 or 4 times. And you're still here. So he was deemed the unkillable man by this chief because of that. So it's a pretty bad
It's a pretty
story.
cool story.
Is that any of that accurate, Danielle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did years ago, we did like a family tree rundown real quick on like Ancestry or whatever you do. So my dad's side was up in Pennsylvania for like a long time, like a couple hundred years. And you start going through the times and you look at like old town records and stuff, and you see as you progress through the war and through that time, there's like 1 million George Washington last names. So there's a few George Washington Buxtons. So he was like super popular. Everybody was like, need to name my son.
George
That guy.
Washington.
Yeah, just pencil that in. So he was, I think he was pretty popular. It's cool.
There's another meme that I like, and I'm gonna say it just because it's on the front of our founding. There's a meme that has, and it's that famous painting where Washington's in the boat with the soldiers and he's crossing the Delaware. You know what I'm talking about? And the Delaware is like kind of frozen.
Yeah.
And the meme goes something like Americans willing to cross a frozen river in the dead of night on Christmas to kill you. and that's when I think about it, that's hilarious meme because that's kind of what happened. But then I actually read the story about that, and that's literally what they did. On Christmas Eve, he gathered up his men to cross the Delaware to fight the British at night. And it wasn't just, hey, they were going to cross the Delaware, and you're thinking, oh, they're crossing the Delawares. No, apparently it was recorded that it was like the worst blizzard for the time period happened on that same night. So not only was it Christmas night, they were crossing the Delaware in the darkness during one of the worst blizzards for that time period.
It's pretty crazy.
That takes some balls.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I have that big of balls to do something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
something about leadership too. He gets a boat full of guys to go with him.
Well, yeah, the guys that signed up for
Kind
that.
of nuts.
Oh yeah, that's pretty amazing to me. That's amazing. Shows that conviction that those guys had in my mind.
Yeah.
For what the cause that they were fighting for. Next question. Enough about Washington. We talked about him for like 20 minutes, I guess. What document established the framework of the U.S. Constitution? Or U.S. government? I gave you the answer. Dang it.
All right. So what do you have to say about the Constitution?
Messed that one up. We're gonna skip that one.
All right.
What do I have to say about the Constitution? What do you mean by that?
Oh, you have commentary on these other answers. There's probably something you wanted to say about that before you butchered the question.
Not too much to say about the U.S. Constitution that would probably not be deemed controversial. I don't know. Should we get into controversial topics?
I don't know.
No. Let's
Just
keep
celebrating
this high
America.
level. Yeah,
Keep
we're
positive.
celebrating America.
That's right.
I will say that, okay, I'll give you something on the Constitution. And this isn't one of the questions, but I'll ask it to you right now. Is America a democracy?
Is America a democracy?
Correct.
Well, I'm inclined to say yes. I mean, what was the first thing? Who was it? Franklin walking out when they drafted the Constitution? Some lady asks, what kind of government are you setting up, sir? And he was like, a democracy if you can keep it, or something
No.
like that.
You quoted
Fact
that
check.
wrong. It's a republic.
A republic. Oh,
Yeah.
Democratic Republic.
He said a republic if you can
A
keep
republic
it.
if you
Not
can
a
keep it.
democratic republic, a constitutional republic.
Oh.
Yeah.
See? Okay. So I fed you the wrong answer to your question, and that's exactly what you were going to tell me, wasn't it?
That
You were
is.
probably going to tell me the Ben Franklin story. I just replaced
kinda.
the word. Okay.
Yeah, America is a constitutional republic, and that should not be confused with a democracy. It does have a democratic element to it, and we have elections and stuff like that in a democratic way. But fundamentally, America is a constitutional republic. The founding fathers actually warned against a democracy and did not want a democracy. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, several of them warned against it. Because what happens in a democracy, a true democracy, is that majority rules, basically. Right? So if the majority says that you should no longer exist, well, then
That would be bad for me.
that would be bad for
My
you,
existence.
right?
Yeah.
And so we're set up as a republic with representatives, which is the whole framework of the electoral college. Like some people think that the electoral college came later on. False. Electoral college is one of the first things that was set up. You can fact check that too if you want. But it's a representative government, and so the electoral college was there from basically the beginning. It wasn't set up later on, and should never be removed. That would just be dumb, in my opinion. Anyway, but yeah, we are a constitutional republic, and the law of the land is the Constitution. It is not the government. So the government is held to the Constitution. What's that?
Would you like to know the dates of everything?
Yeah. When was the Electoral College instituted?
It was the new federal government began operating, and the Electoral College was used for the first presidential election under the Constitution in 1789.
Yeah.
And that is what elected George Washington.
Yeah. So that's a little bit controversial because you hear a lot of people, especially politicians, talking about how the Electoral College is out of date and it should be removed and blah, 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 blah. False. It literally was like at the founding of our great nation. So yeah, we are a constitutional republic. That's very, very important. Which war? Oh man, come on.
I've already been talking about it.
Which war was fought by the American colonies between 1775 and 1783?
So American Revolution.
Yeah,
They didn't call it that though. They just had to say the Revolution, probably.
I think they just called it the Revolution.
Yeah.
During that time period.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I think that's interesting too, that I guess most people think, or maybe even I thought for a while, that the Revolutionary War took place before the independence, and then
Like
after
you signed the
like you
declaration,
signed it, and it was
then
just
Britain was
over.
like, "Oh man,
Yeah,
guess
right?
we'll leave."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't do that, right?
Right.
They stuck around and they kept fighting.
Yeah, they're like, "I don't think so."
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I guess I never realized that until I got older in my years. When I was younger, I guess I just thought that, hey, they signed it and they were done. And they just went on their day. That's not true. How many colonies were there
13.
originally? Oh, yeah. Man, you're doing good.
Yeah.
13 original colonies. Do you know what they were?
Yeah, legitimately, I'd probably go down and get about 11 before I slip up in this one.
Okay. What was the 1803 purchase that nearly doubled the size of the U.S.?
Louisiana Purchase.
How much did we purchase Louisiana?
Oh, just an insanely cheap amount. Let me see if I can get the order of magnitude right. I'm going to say $5 million to start, but I think it's a little higher. I'll go up to 13 million.
I
think it's one
want
of
to
those two
say,
numbers.
Danielle, you're going to have to fax this.
We're going to do prices right rules.
I want to say that the value that we purchased it at
Yeah.
is equivalent of today's money of $15 million.
I don't think that.
This is specifically for what?
The Louisiana Purchase. How much was the Louisiana?
The question is, how much did we pay at the time?
How much did we pay
not
at the time?
today's dollars.
Not today's dollars. How
Because I
much
don't
did we
think
pay
you
at the time?
realize how much 200 years of compounding growth is gonna pump that number up. Go ahead.
It's what
Come on,
we're
chat.
thinking. What are we using here?
I'm using chat. Okay. The Louisiana Purchase originally purchase price was 15 million paid to
Ooh, that's
France under the Napoleon Bonaparte.
You said today's dollars. That
I
doesn't
did say
count.
today's dollars.
And
Should've
then-
said that.
God.
It would be equivalent in today's dollars 370 to 390 million today.
I had the amount right though.
Yeah.
I just didn't
I
have.
said 13. It was close.
Okay.
And I had the 5 in there with my initial guess.
Okay.
That's
So
a pretty
3
cheap.
cents per acre.
how much?
3 cents per
3
acre. Acreage today in the hill country is like 20 to 30,000.
How many acres was that?
A bunch.
Yeah,
Probably at least a few.
At least 10.
at least 5.
A couple states worth.
It went all the way up to
Yeah,
Canada,
it was
didn't
an
it?
awesome deal.
It is 530 million acres.
Pretty sweet.
This is like all of Texas, all the way up to Canada, basically. No, not all of Texas. We came in later
Came in later from Mexico.
from Mexico,
Got 5 states out of that one.
but it literally went like from the Gulf Coast.
They had to do a whole expedition to go. They bought it and then they were like, we should probably go check that out. And they're like, hey, this guy Lewis over here,
Oh, that's right.
He'll go check it out. And then he was like, I got this friend Clark.
They went on that, and they went
just-
all the way to the
they headed
coast,
out.
right?
Yeah. What an
Yeah.
awesome job. It's like, you just need me to walk and write stuff down? Okay.
That's when Sacagawea and all them-
Sacagawea stepped in.
Yeah. Man, now you're making me remember things.
Uh-huh.
That had to be wild. Could you imagine?
Seeing that for like the first time.
Could you imagine doing that?
Well, no. Because
Like-
you can't do that today because it's all, there's stuff everywhere. But man, back then, it'd be
Well,
crazy.
just imagine how hard that would be, though. So they took, I don't know, how many men did they take on that? Like 30 or 40 men?
I don't know.
It was a small
You
group,
don't
I
hear about
think.
those guys.
No,
Lewis
you-
and Clark expedition head count. Chat.
It was a small group, I think. I don't think it was huge.
About 45 people at the start of the journey.
Yeah.
But
How many people made it?
33 people made up the.
That's still
pyramid.
pretty
That's
big
pretty
for
good.
45.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, though, 45 people like got together and they were like, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to walk
Mm-hmm.
thousands of miles across territory that is not even mapped out.
And fun fact, only one member died during the entire expedition.
The other ones just stopped along the way.
I think they just kind of pieced out.
They were like, I've had enough.
Like this
I'm
is
done.
this is a good pasture.
I'm out.
I'm gonna build a house here.
Yeah, that's wild. Could you imagine doing that though today? They crossed mountains. They crossed the Rocky Mountains on foot.
Yeah,
Like that's wild.
it's probably pretty easy until they got there.
No infrastructure, no nothing.
Going
Just
across
like,
Kansas.
hey, I'm just gonna walk through these woods here.
Yeah,
You know, every time I think about that, I imagine the bugs.
the bugs would suck.
It's all I can think about.
Yeah.
Like the bugs.
Yeah.
Like imagine the bug. I mean, most people I talk to, like if talking to my wife or something, like, oh, what about the bears or the animals, the mountain lions? I'm like, look, you might see those and maybe that'll happen. You're definitely gonna see bugs. And they're
It's
gonna
true.
be everywhere and it's gonna suck.
Last thing about the expedition, they actually planned for people to come and go. So some
Mm.
people were a part of the first leg, and then some people
Rotating in and
Yeah.
out.
So
Oh, so they actually planned that out.
yes, they planned it.
Were they like setting up little villages along the way?
It just says some soldiers and boatmen were only assigned to the first leg of the trip. Their job was to help move the large keel boat up the Missouri River. And then it says once the expedition reached the villages of the Mandan and I'm going to butcher that, so I'm not going to say it, in present day North Dakota, those men turned around and returned east.
Oh wow.
So
I did not know that. So they actually planned that out then.
they carried back journals, maps, plant and animal specimens, and reports to Thomas Jefferson so the government would know how the expedition was progressing. Fun fact.
That's pretty impressive.
The bugs would suck.
The bugs would 100%
Like I
suck.
sit in my backyard for like 5 minutes, and I just get chewed alive by mosquitoes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
That would be them for years.
I'm a wuss, I guess. I don't know.
There's no off bug spray back then either.
No.
So it'd be kind
Yeah.
of tricky.
And imagine the smell. Like the smell.
Yeah.
You think those guys took baths every day? No. Showers? You think they had showers? No.
Yeah.
They
Pretty
didn't,
tough.
right?
Pretty tough.
They'd basically go until they found a stream. And then, I don't know, maybe they carried soap. Did they have soap?
I don't know if they had soap.
I don't know. I'm going to look real stupid on this podcast.
Yeah. When was soap invented?
But I'm just saying, like, that's got to be rough, because even if they had soap and it was around, they're on an expedition. They can only, like, take so much supplies with them. I mean, I would assume that on an expedition like that, like, food and water would be priority over soap,
Probably so. Yeah.
right? Like, only so much.
Gotta
What I do
survive.
know is that Sacagawea had a baby, right, on this expedition, and they met up with a tribe that she had been estranged from for like multiple years, because she was taken as a child by, I believe, the British. But she was taken as a child, and then she met up with a tribe, and instead of staying with the tribe, because they said, hey, you can stay here, because I think she met her brother or something like that. Hey, you can stay here. And instead of staying there, she said, no, I want to go with you guys. And she continued on with a baby all the way to the coast, and she made it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It is awesome.
That's, isn't it?
Her face is on a coin for a reason.
Like, you got to be tough.
I know.
Like,
The baby.
that's tough.
What do you think about that when I'm carrying a toddler around? Like, man, this kid's heavy. I've thought about Sacagawea did it. So
Thousands of miles
Buck
over
up.
the Rocky Mountains.
yeah, and I'm just like walking up the stairs. I'm like, God, this is hard.
Yeah, that's wild. Now, her husband passed away because she had a baby with one of the guys that was her husband. And then I think he passed away, but I think one of Lois or Clark, one of them, like, adopted her or something, like years later.
For Sacagawea.
No, I think when Sacagawea, like, passed away, like, the
Oh, they adopted
Lois
her.
and Clark, or one of those guys, like, adopted the child and helped raise the child, I think. Is that true? She's gonna fact check me right now.
Chat slow.
Totally.
It just says he did not die during the expedition,
The husband.
the husband, but he did die. And then
Okay.
their son, who was Jean Baptiste, was later adopted or had the guardianship from Clark.
From Clark.
Yeah.
So he kind of took over to be the father figure, I guess. Or the parental figure. But what happened to Sacagawea? She didn't die on the expedition. Like, she made it out of that.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by this, in case you haven't noticed.
I got us derailed. I'm sorry.
She had a daughter. Later that year, she had a daughter in 1812. Later that year, she had became seriously ill, likely with
Oh.
thyroid or typhoid fever, and then she died in 1812.
But not on the
she
trip.
did not die on. Yeah,
Yeah,
was
she
just
made
from
the
an
trip,
illness.
and then that's what happened. She made the trip and then passed away, and then Clark became like the parental figure for her kids. And I don't know what happened to her husband. He just ran off. I guess I don't know. Not trying to degrade this guy. I don't know what he did. Wasn't in the picture anymore. I don't know who he was.
She died in Wyoming.
That's pretty tough. Now that was the Louisiana Purchase. We're only going to go through these 10 here, so we only got 3 more to go. What's the name of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution which protect individual freedoms?
It's the Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
Good job not saying the word rights in the question.
Well, I didn't word these questions, but yes, the Bill of Rights. I don't have very much to say about the Bill of Rights. Which famous ride warned the colonists that the British were coming?
Paul Revere. Another pretty cool story.
Oh, well, tell me about that. I don't know too much about Paul. I know he made that ride.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, he was obviously an activist, I guess you would call him. So he was in with the movement. But yeah, man, he had no cell phones back then. So you got to light the towers. You got to go tell people to light their towers.
What?
Some fun facts about Paul Revere.
Didn't he like go the wrong way or something like that?
Did he?
Maybe not. It was
I don't
maybe
think
it was
so.
another different time.
Pretty
He didn't
prescribed.
actually shout the British are coming. Most colonists still consider themselves British. If he had been yelling, he would have been alerted by the British patrols. He also had 16 children.
Oh, that's pretty common for the time, though, I think.
16.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, I have some like great grandfathers who had like 12 kids.
He helped pioneer dentistry.
What?
Okay, explain.
Revere.
Wait a minute, dude.
Hold on.
Dude was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go warn everybody
Yeah,
that the British are coming."
I'm good at two things.
Also, I should check your teeth for cavities. What?
Revere identified the body of his friend Joseph Warren after the Battle of Bunker Hill by recognizing dental work he had made. This is considered one of the earliest documented uses of forensic dentistry in America.
So he like chiseled his buddy's teeth
Wow,
and then ID'd him because he was like, "Oh yeah, I made those scrape marks."
that's pretty.
Well, there you go. We learned something about Paul
I
Revere.
didn't know he was a
I don't
dentist.
think he went the wrong way.
I wouldn't consider him looking at his friend's teeth. a
Yeah, like
dentist.
the ADA probably wouldn't accept him into the
He,
Maybe
he
not.
started the protocol to look at people's teeth for identification, though.
forensics.
You know,
Guy.
forensics.
pretty-
He should be
that's pretty
labeled
impressive.
the pioneer
Now-
of forensics.
Now, it might not have been him that went the wrong way, but he wasn't the only rider. I believe there was like 3 or 4 riders that went out.
So how come those guys don't get talked about?
Oh, I don't think they made it.
Oh,
I think that's what happened, or something like one of them went the wrong way, or got lost, and the other ones got captured, or
Got
something
caught,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Revere wrote alongside and coordinated with William Dawes, and later Samuel Prescott joined them. Prescott was actually the only one who completed the mission after the British soldiers intercepted the others.
So why is Paul Revere the one that everybody talks about?
He had the most charisma.
probably. And a
Wow.
cool name.
And a cool
and a
name.
Yeah.
I guess so. Okay. Last question: who wrote the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner?
Francis Scott Key
That is correct.
in captivity.
Oh man, I was gonna ask you that. Where did he write it from?
Jail cell.
He wrote it in a jail.
Nothing else to do.
Why was he captain?
Ooh, why was he? God,
Who did he get captured by? There you go.
Well, it'd be the British.
It was.
Was he on a boat during captivity, or was he captured off of a boat?
No, I thought he was on a boat. I
thought
gotta
he was
be
on a
honest
boat
with
too.
you. Can
Yeah.
you
Check
fact check that?
Was it a boat jail?
I believe it was a
Oh,
boat.
the boat jail.
I thought
He was looking
on,
out the window and
Yeah.
stuff was going down. He was like, "I'm gonna write a poem."
Yeah.
Good poem.
Why did he get captured though? Or how? I guess. Why or how?
Forcefully is
Well-
the how.
I don't think he went like silently. Huh?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, come
I'm
with
just
us.
captured now.
Get in this jail cell. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
I think she's gonna fact check us now. So I'm gonna say something stupid
Yeah.
for the podcast. I believe he was sent out to like do some negotiations,
Okay.
and then they held him captive.
Oh, that sucks.
I think that's what happened, isn't it?
Bummer.
The famous line, "The rockets red glare and the bombs bursting in air," wasn't poetic, exaggerated. He literally watched the
He
British
literally
rockets
watched it.
Mhm.
exploding mortar shells, blah, blah, blah. It says that this is actually a common misconception. Francis Scott Key apparently was not in prison or a jail cell.
What?
Was he on a boat though?
I totally missed it. Man, that's a misconception. I don't believe
Can we
it.
just scrape that from the
Both
record?
of
He
us-
was on a boat.
Ah.
when
Was
he
he?
wrote the song.
Was he
But hold on.
imprisoned?
Yeah. Was he on the boat by his own volition?
Like, was he
Because
being
it might not be
held
a
on the
jail
boat?
cell. But because of the implication, he's not going anywhere.
Yes, but only temporary was he under somewhat unusual circumstances.
So he went to negotiate,
I
and they
think
were
he
like,
went to
"Get on
negoti-
this boat because you're going to agree with us because of the implication."
He was held captive, but he was not a prisoner of war or jailed.
No,
he might argue
I
with
think,
that.
Yeah, I think he would argue with that. I think, and you're gonna correct me, but I'm pretty sure he went out there to negotiate, and then they like arrested him.
That's so lame.
I think that's what happened.
Not playing by the rules.
According to ChatGPT, not exactly. The sequence was a little different.
Uh-oh.
So one, the U.S. Francis Scott Key went to the British fleet under a flag of truce.
Yeah.
The negotiation was successful, and then the British realized Key and Skinner had learned about their upcoming attack on Baltimore. Instead of arresting them in the usual sense, the British detained them.
Oh, come on. So exactly what I said happened. He went out there to negotiate, and then while he was out there, they were like, "Nah, you can't leave."
Yeah, we're still gonna say he was in jail.
After the battle ended, they were all released.
Okay.
But it should be, and I think that's a good thing to note, what you noted earlier, because this is the part of the story that I remembered. He wrote that in captivity, whether you want to say he was in a jail cell or not. But like the bombs bursting in the air gave proof for the night that the flag was still there. He literally wrote that because that is what he was watching. Like he was watching the war happening right then at that time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. I don't think there's another more awesome like
National anthem.
national anthem.
Yeah.
Like the dude was on a boat watching the Revolutionary War happen, and he wrote it down and then made it into a song. That's pretty crazy. When did the Star Spangled Banner like become the national anthem? Because it wasn't until later that became the actual national anthem.
It
ChatGPT, come on.
We need load music.
It wasn't until like way
Well,
later.
it was a poem. It wasn't written to be a song. It's not
okay.
like he
So
wrote
in
No, but
March 3rd, 1931,
Yeah.
Congress passed a law making
I
it
was gonna say,
the
it was like
official national
way-
anthem.
So,
But they used it.
yes,
They used it in the military. I
Yes.
know that. But it wasn't until like way later before they made it the actual
it
anthem.
feels like we were going to the Olympics and we needed a good song. What it feels like to
it
me
originated as a
were
poem.
we going to the Olympics
in 1931.
in the UK, and we were like, we're gonna put up a
Yo.
we're gonna put up a song.
Remember that thing that we did a couple hundred years ago?
Remember that thing we did?
Yeah. Let them know.
Ooh. So it originated as a poem, but it was actually set to the tune of a popular British song.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
we,
fine.
We steal their stuff all the
We
time.
steal their stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
250. Yeah, and then Herbert Hoover signed the bill into law.
Okay. And then what were the dates of the Olympics that year? Just curious. Probably 1932. You watch. It was like around the time Jesse Owens was doing his thing.
Gotta have a good song.
But it's it. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
Well, I guess what were the dates and where were they?
One of them was in, well, Germany was a little bit later because it was right before the second.
That was right before the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The closest Olympics were in 1932.
Well, that's what I said.
That's what you said.
Summer Olympics, the
I'm-
Winter Olympics.
I'm telling you, they were going and somebody got
Where
mad 'cause we didn't
were
have any
those
songs.
Olympics held?
It's not gonna be UK. That'd be too good.
The Summer Olympics was Los Angeles,
Ah, boo.
Well, still.
and then
That's good.
They wanna
the
show off.
Winter
That's true.
Olympics was Lake Placid.
Lake Placid, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know. So the games
That's
were here, and we
The
were like,
games
we
were
gotta have
here,
a song.
And we gotta have a song.
Yeah.
That's still valid. It would have
Okay.
been cooler if it would have been in the UK and been like
Yeah, that's okay.
the powers that be were like, hey dude, check this out. We're gonna sign this. Just as a reminder. Right? That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
I could have got on board with that. I like stuff like that. Okay, well that's the last question that I had for today on our Celebration of America podcast. That's what this one's going to be. This is going to be the celebration of America and the celebration of 250 years of freedom, according to Spencer Buxton here.
Happy birthday, America.
And I hope everybody has a great 4th of July, and I hope everybody remembers what was sacrificed to make this country what it is today.